Tonight, concerns about safety at a Perry Township school after a boy there was cut with a razor blade by another student. Our Alex Almanza spoke to the boy's mom, who now is calling for justice. Also, we do want to warn you real quickly that some of the photos we're about to show you are graphic.
The call came in the middle of the school day Thursday. A mother tells me she was in shock and disbelief after hearing her son was cut by another student here at Southport 6th Grade Academy with a razor blade during class. According to police reports, a 12-year-old girl brought the razor blade to school, where a boy's parents allege she tried to cut their son's hair. When confronted, the girl instead cut his arm, which required medical attention and stitches.
My heart dropped when she told me that my son's wrist was slit. First thing in my mind, I went through every worst scenario that you could have thought. And I raced to get to my son.
She says her son was trying to protect a friend when the incident occurred. She's now planning on pursuing legal action against the school, claiming administrators have not taken the incident seriously.
I mean, this is unacceptable. So, I mean, no parent should have to go through what I did.
Perry Township Schools declined to comment on specific details, but confirmed the incident is under investigation, saying, quote, "While the student may not have brought the razor blade with malicious intent, actions have consequences in our schools and potential legal consequences when someone is injured."
I let my son go to school in hopes that my son will be safe. The school is supposed to keep our children safe. My son was not kept safe. My son was injured, you know, and I feel like the whole situation was just being swept underneath the rug.
Meanwhile, Laval hopes other parents sit down and talk to their kids about consequences. In Indianapolis, Alex Almanza, 13 News.
Meanwhile, Laval tells us that her son stayed home from school today to recover, and she is grateful that the injuries are not worse. Tonight, Metro Police are releasing edited video of a deadly police shooting that went down on the Near East Side. This is from an incident back in February on the 25th. You might recall that report when an officer shot and killed a man after there was a brief foot chase. It started around 2:20 in the morning with a call at a Speedway gas station on East Washington and State Streets. IMPD says Officer Grant Snyder recognized 31-year-old Annam Sykes leaving that convenience store as someone with an outstanding warrant. Officers followed, but Sykes took off running. Snyder then deployed his taser, and Sykes fell to the ground.
Stop! You won't get tased! Stop! You down!
So this video is all edited, and it's slowed down with graphics that were added by IMPD. In a replay, they focused on a gun that police say fell out of Sykes' clothing before he reached for it. That's when, we're told, Officer Snyder fires 3 shots. Sykes was taken to the hospital where he later died. This shooting remains under investigation tonight. Angela?
Anne-Marie, temperatures running about 10 degrees cooler from this time yesterday. That puts numbers close to 50 degrees. We're right at 50 in Noblesville and Greensburg. We have 49 in Crawfordsville, 52 degrees right now in Bunker Hill. We'll be close to 50 over the next couple of hours until the sun sets at 20 minutes after 8 o'clock. And that's when temperatures will really start to drop through the low 40s when you join us tonight at 11 o'clock. Overnight temperatures cold enough for a freeze warning. That means close to 30, but then sunshine and near 60 on Saturday.
Thanks, Angela. IMPD tells us tonight that they looked at the data and they realized they're responding to more accidental shootings this year so far compared to last. That's concerning. Marina Silva looks at the numbers and reports who's most impacted.
IMPD says they're noticing more and more accidental self-inflicted shootings, especially in our kids.
To date in 2025, IMPD has seen a 113% increase in non-fatal accidental self-inflicted shootings. 24% of those injured are under 18. The number of juveniles injured has increased by 167% this year. Deputy Chief Kendall Adams says those numbers are concerning.
One shooting, accidental shooting, is too much. So when you see that kind of significant rise, I think we have a responsibility to try to get in front of it.
Gun locks are free in Indianapolis. All you have to do is go to an Indianapolis public library to get one. Reporting in Indianapolis, Marina Silva, 13 News.
An Indianapolis mother is accused of neglect after her 8-month-old ends up in the hospital. IMPD says when the little boy arrived at Riley Hospital back in March, the infant was malnourished and had a skull fracture. Court documents showed that he weighed just over 10 pounds. The boy's mom says that no one else was caring for the baby at the time and that she was taking care of other family members too. She said she doesn't know how his skull was fractured. She now is facing a preliminary charge of neglect of a dependent causing serious bodily injury. It's hard to forget this massive scene. You might remember this fire from Richmond. It was 2 years ago. We learned today now there's a new lawsuit filed against the city and the owner of the plastics warehouse where the fire started. More than 150 residents now are suing. They're seeking damages for pain and suffering, health issues, and more. And keep in mind, this is separate from the original class action lawsuit that was filed closer to the incident a couple of years ago. This fire forced 2,000 residents to evacuate their homes for days. Tonight at 11, our 13 Investigates has new details about where that fire originated. And also, we have a conversation with one of the people who now is suing.